Dwayne Carty is going to play our national anthem. Thank you, Dwayne Carty, for your great job on our national anthem and your great job providing our music for our North American Dairy Show. And with that, our show gets underway. So let's lead in the first of our cow classes for the All-American Jersey Show and lead in those spring heifers, if you would please, for the Ayrshires.
Good morning, Melissa.
Welcome back for day 2 of the All-American Jersey Show. Yesterday, we watched 222 heifers parade to the ring for the judges. In the afternoon, we saw 26 cows compete in the National Jersey Jug Fraternity. And this morning, we're kicking off the cow show, beginning with a new class, and that's the Milking Winter Yearling Competition.
On cows, 247 cows.
We welcome back into our Ayrshire ring Judge Alan Timbrell from the United Kingdom. He works for Alta Genetics in the United Kingdom. He's married and has Ayrshires, and they're under the Milford prefix. He is judged throughout the British Isles and also Finland and Australia and New Zealand. And Alan has judged all breeds in the United Kingdom and sits on the Ayrshire Holstein and Jersey group. Judge Timbrell, we're so pleased to have you. You placed the cows very well the other day, and now we'll be judging our heifers and lining up those classes. From the Ayrshire Association, their executive officer, Becky Payne, has been here and not only helping during the show, but helping us put the things together to prepare for this year's North American. So, Becky, we appreciate all that you do to help the North America. Also from their office, their media person, Sierra Jordan, and their ambassador, Abigail Hamblin. So we appreciate the work of that Ayrshire Group and the National Ayrshire Association, working with our Southern National Ayrshire Show. The judge for the All-American Jersey Show is Andrew Vandermullen of Brighton, Ontario, Canada. He and his wife Jennifer and daughter and son Taylor and Will are co-owners of Avonlea Genetics. And Avonlea consists of a third-generation herd of jerseys as well as sales and marketing component. Family has bred 290 All-Canadian nominations, 58 All-Canadian, 45 Reserve All-Canadian, and 43 Honorable Mention All-Canadian over the years. As well, they have managed and co-managed several consignment sales in the past 20 years around the globe. This is Andrew's second time officiating the All-American Jersey Show. He was here in 2015. He's also judged the Canadian Royal Jersey Show, the World Dairy Expo, Pennsylvania All-American, and numerous other shows in Canada and the United States. And on the international scene, he's judged in Australia, Brazil, Mexico, and Colombia. Working with him is his consultant, Joe Nash from New York. He and his wife, Amanda, and son, Bo. They have a select group of heifers that they exhibit, merchandise, or board every year. Amanda and Joe have been very fortunate to have had numerous All-American and All-Canadian nominations under their care in recent years. And Joe is currently employed by Lamb Farms, located in Oakville, New York, where he's based at their heifer facility assisting with herd management and reproduction. 2017, he had the privilege of being the associate judge for the National Jersey Jug Fraternity, and has since then officiated shows in 7 states, including the Wisconsin Summer Championship Show and the Ohio State Fair Jersey shows. And we're very pleased to have Joe Nash as associate judge and your head judge for the All-American, Andrew Vanderbilt. Our spring calf Ayrshire class is sponsored by Timmy and Sandy Vibert. Remind you folks who are exhibiting cows here today in all of your cow classes, the first and second place cows will be required to be tested, ultrasound, and some will also be milk sampled. If you receive one of those yellow cards in the lineup, of course, first and second, and also some potential randoms for classes, then you will need to make sure you go by the examination booth for either ultrasounding or milk sampling or for both in all cases. You are allowed to go ahead and have pictures made and then come back. Or if you're showing in group classes, just be sure to tell the folks at the examination tent that you will be back after the group class or after pictures have been made. Failure to go through the examination tent will result in disqualification. Milk and yearlings should be back in the makeup ring. Milk and yearlings back to the makeup ring, please, for the jerseys. Winter heifer calves for the Ayrshires. They need you in the makeup ring. Milking Winter Yearling class for the jerseys is sponsored by Elmhurst Jerseys of Waynesville, Ohio. Representatives from Elmhurst Jerseys can be making their way down to the trophy table for the presentation of the awards. Ayrshire Winter Heifer calves, we need to enter 23, 27, and 34. They're looking for you in the makeup ring. Your class will soon be in the ring. Winter Heifer calf class for the Ayrshire, we need entry 23, 27, and 34 in the makeup now. It's our Southern National Ayrshire show, and we have sponsors for our classes. We thank them for their support and support of you breeders. Your spring calf class sponsor is Timmy and Sandy Vibert. Judge Alan Timbrell has lined up his first class, the spring heifer calf class, and the first spot is entry number 14, Airstream Jackpot Roulette, exhibited by Mike and Julie Hemp. Second in the class will be number 5, MJH Pentagon Party On, owned by Mike and Julie Hemp. Winter heifer calf class about to come in for the Ayrshire breed, so fall heifer calves need to be in the makeup now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first calf class of the day, and what a calf class this is. Beautiful strength right the way down through this class, and I led off with this first calf, and I think she's a handy winner. She really is quality right through her front end, openness of rib, great structure through her rump, and it's this extra little width through her rump, and the way she handles her hind legs slightly better in the lineup over this second calf. I take nothing away from the second and third calves. Cut the same beautiful dariness right through. And the second calf over the third calf is just a little harder through her top, a little tighter through behind the crops than the heifer in third. Heifer in third, very similar to the heifer in fourth, clean cut. And it's just this extra length and width and depth through the rib over this heifer in fourth. Heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. Just the way that she handles her hind legs, the cleanness of bone, and also the way that she just stands in better in the lineup than the heifer in fifth. Heifer in fifth, you really got to admire the strength and power of this heifer, and it's that strength and power that she gets herself over the two following her. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Timbrell. Now, lady in your winter heifer calves, please. On our All-American Jersey side, joining us at ringside today is our 2022 National Jersey Queen and the court. They were introduced yesterday at the start of the National Jersey Jug Fraternity here at the North American. Your 2022 National Jersey Queen is Jacqueline Mudd of West Lafayette, Indiana. The first alternate in our Jersey Royal Court is Miss Allie Bowman of Glencoe, Oklahoma. And the second alternate, Queen Lydia Chittenden of Shodak Landing, New York. So ladies, congratulations. And you folks around stands, if you would now, let's show our appreciation to our queens, your Jersey Queen and the alternates. Give them a nice big round of applause. In our milking winter yearling class, first place will go to entry number 328, Ratliff Slow Lala Dancer. The owners, Ron and Christy Ratliff from Garnet, Kansas. In the second spot, number 323, Miss Lovely's Kid Rock Lala. And the owners is Mike Berry and Michael Heath.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to be back here this morning and start off with a nice class of young cows here in our milk and winter yearlings. But we've got a young cow here that comes to the top quite handily. You admire her total length of frame, her openness, her rib, her prettiness up through her head and neck region, and then you get down to her mammary system, and she's the best udder in the class here. And we just give her that advantage on her overall length and style. Just takes her over the heifer here in second, particularly. I just like the first place heifer just a little nicer up through the front end. the heifer here in second. You do admire her memory. She's the second place best udder in the class, and I give her the advantage over the third heifer. She just climbs a little bit more right at the top of the rear udder, a little more width right at the top than the beautiful, well-balanced heifer coming out here in third. This young cow in third, you love her prettiness of her frame and her quality in her frame and her silkiness and levelness of her udder. It's that quality all the way through that gives the advantage over the big open-ribbed heifer coming out here in fourth place. This fourth place cow, I admire her frame, give her the advantage. She's just a little nicer up to the front end, a little more style up to the front end than the young cow coming out here in fifth place. Cow in fifth over the cow in sixth, give her the advantage. She's just more open in the rib today. She's just a little more developed than this recently fresh cow following out here in sixth place. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our exhibitors, and again, our thanks to Elmhurst Jerseys being a sponsor. Entry 328, 323, you will need to go to the examination area at the tent for the ultrasound. We did not have the cards for you at this point in time, but you do know that first and second place winners do go for the ultrasound. So entry 328, Ratliff, entry 323, Mike Berry, and Michael Heath, you will need to go to the ultrasound. Now finishing the placings for your spring heifer calf on the Ayrshire side. Third place went to entry number 6, Stellar PBR Sunshine, exhibited by Jocelyn Strange. Fourth place went to number 12, Palmyra Petition RGG, your owner Jacqueline Bortner. Fifth place went to number 11, Miss Rejoice Distinct Remedy, owned by V Lane Farms. Sixth place to number 9, Jomel Melius Katrina, exhibited by Taylor Heater. Seventh place, entry number 4, Valerie's King Sire Sequin, owned by Valerie Langley. Eighth place went to number 16, Hall's Snowman Spoon Joan, owned by Jean Hall. Ninth place went to number 7, Bring 'em Out Reagan Mammy, exhibited by Jesse Muse. And your 10th place winners, number 1, Old Bankston J.C. Breezy, owned by Bridie Nolan. Rest of your placings for the Milking Winter Yearling class. Third place went to number 330, M.M. Joel Flower, owned by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. Fourth place to 329, Ratliff Musketeer Avery, owned by Ron and Christy Ratliff. Fifth place went to number 333, Kleindale Colton Java, owned by Kleindale Farms. Sixth place went to 518, KCJF Colton DJ Dream, owned by Kitely and Core and Borba. Seventh place went to 327, Big Guns Premier Vintage, owned by Madison Fisher. Eighth place, 332, Random Luck Pistols NJN, owned by Amber Sigert and Cooper Barber. And ninth place went to 326, Milk Source, Golf Call Me Maybe. Owned by Bollenbacher and Kaminsky. On our Ayrshire ring, our winter calf class is sponsored by Danny and Christy Daly. Over on our Jersey side, the winner of this class, Milking Yearling, receives the Henry P. Knoll Family Trophy. Presented by the family of Henry P. Knoll from Sandia, Texas. Summer junior 2-year-olds for the Jersey ring need to be in the makeup now, and fall heifer calves for the Ayrshire to the makeup, please. We're missing in several heifers for the fall heifer calf class for the Ayrshire. So we need for you to make your way down to the makeup ring now, please. We need entries 43, 48, 49, 56, and 51. Need you in the makeup ring now, please, for the fall calf Ayshires. We greatly appreciate all the work of the All American Jersey crew and the Jersey staff for their help making this a great show. Back in the makeup ring, we have your show superintendent, Kristen Paul, Seth Hiselton, and Randall Lowe. Also working back there with them from our staff, Wayne Kirby, Jennifer Hickerson, and Dave Roberts. Out in the ring, assisting our judges, ring people Ron Moser and Sydney Indris. Our clerks, Phil Clary, Lori King, and Scott Holcomb. Covering the show for the media group of the Jersey staff, Tracy Hoyne, Daniel Brown, Faley Fraser, Blake Granzo, Lindsay Lemeraw, and Kim Billman. And of course, we appreciate all the hard work and leadership of CEO Neil Smith and Treasurer Vicki White. Two great sales. We appreciate the Jersey marketing staff, Greg Lavin, the manager, and Jason Robinson, Scott Holcomb, and Mark Fisher. They've done a great job with the sales. Our milking yearling class for the jerseys in the ring, so we need our summer junior 2-year-olds to be making your way to the makeup ring, please. The rules of the All-American Jersey Show require that professional pictures of all class winners and also second place winners be sent directly to the Jersey Journal for use in reporting from the All-American Show. Yeah, let me have the whole stack and we'll give them to Kim here. That'll work better. Judge Timbrell has lined up his winter heifer calf class. This class is sponsored by Danny and Christy Daly for your Ayrshire show. Standing in that first spot will be entry number 30, Jomil Burdett Kalani, owned by Taylor Heater. In the second spot, number 31, Scolo Burdett Ray, owned by John Cannon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is well worth the flight, just seeing this class of calves here. What a tremendous class of calves, right away, strength and depth, right down through the class. These two first calves to me came to the top quite handily. I started with the second as first, but just the way that the first heifer is a lot stronger behind the shoulders, and she just does blend herself and moves a little freer on the hind legs than this big, expansive heifer in second. Heifer in second, you've really got to admire the openness of rib and the width of rump, and it's this openness of rib and width of rump that gets her over the third heifer. Third and fourth, very close placings, very nice long dairy necks, but it's just this openness of rib a little longer through the flank over this heifer in fourth. Fourth over fifth, again a close placing. She's just a little more correct over her rump for me, and the way that she just handles the hind leg slightly better. And fifth over sixth, she's a little cleaner through her spine, a little cleaner down through the thigh over this real big, strong heifer in sixth. Thank you.
Fall heifer calves are coming in for the Ayrshire show. Fall heifer calf class is sponsored by Jesse Muse. Summer yearling Ayrshire should be in the makeup ring now. Let's bring down your summer yearling Ayrshires to the makeup ring. Continuing now with the placings for the Ayrshire Winter Heifer Calf class. Third place goes to entry number 26, Outview Ringer Dream Girl, owned by Emily Hostler. Fourth place went to number 32, Hidden Springs Barclay Sally, owned by Georgia Hazelwood. Fifth place went to number 22, Miss Bewitched of Iowa Side, owned by Dana and Madison Sickles. Sixth place, number 24, Pilot Knob Champ Biscuit, owned by Elena, Ava, and Audrey McCoy. Seventh place went to number 35, Cond Air Saugony Kenya, owned by Lacey Condor. Eighth place, entry 27, SML Ring Beth Dutton, owned by Sarah Pulver. Ninth place in the class went to number 34, Stellar DB Sriracha, owned by Jocelyn Strange. 10th place went to entry number 19, Hall's Justice Prim, owned by Dustin Koppenberger. Summer yearlings for the Southern National Ayrshire Show. We hope you're all in the makeup ring and ready to go. Fall Heifer calf class. Our judge about to make his first draw. We're at a milk and yearling class on the Jersey side. Our judges making their first draw on that. So you have a summer junior 2-year-old. You need to be in the makeup ring, please. We understand that the Jersey programs that passed out this morning are incorrect. Some don't have all the pages, so we're trying to get some new copies made for that. The owners, the lines on the owners are off 1 or 2 places, but we're trying to get that fixed and get some new copies to you. We do apologize for that. Showing our Southern National Ayrshire show on the east side of the arena. At 10:15, our hosting cows will be coming in. We'll continue with jerseys on our west side throughout the morning. We are scheduled at 2 o'clock to have our Supreme Show, the parade of our junior champion heifers for each breed and our grand champion cows. We'll kind of keep you abreast of where we are on that timetable as we go through the day. Our fall calf class for the Ayrshire show is sponsored today by Jesse Muse. Our judge has his lineup, and standing in the first spot is number 56, Lazy M. King's Our Exilvia, owned by Craig Walton. In the second spot is entry number 50, Shocking Burdette Apple ET, owned by Shocking Genetics.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a super class of calves. This is like being in a sweet shop and not understanding what candy you want to eat first, because they are really outstanding right to the bottom end of this class. I'd just like to say what an honor it was to judge this class. I led off with these first two heifers. I swapped them after the initial lineup. They're two very similar heifers. They're long, they're dairy, they're clean. But for me, the first heifer is just a little tighter behind the shoulders. She's a little cleaner up through the top for me, and that's where she gets it. Second over third, just a little better through her hind legs and a cleaner up through the bone in the hind leg than this super expansive heifer in third. Third over fourth, tight placing, but for me just a little wider through the rump and a little more desirable down through the flank than the heifer in fourth. Fourth over fifth, real tight placing, but for me she's just a little longer in her neck and a little more harder through the spine. And then the fifth over sixth, very similar heifers. Not much to choose, but she just tracks a little better on her hind legs. Thank you.
Lead in your summer yearlings now for the Southern National Ayrshire Show. Summer yearlings into the ring place. Class is sponsored by the Kentucky Ayrshire Club. Continue with the placings now for your fall heifer calf class for the Ayrshire show. Third place went to entry number 62, Shaker Hollow Berkeley Alice, exhibited by Bradley Nolan. Fourth place went to number 58, On Top, Wet and Wild, exhibited by Kenley Top. Fifth place, entry 174, Cooley Air King Sire Autumn, exhibited by Levi Cooley. Sixth place went to entry 61, Mueller's Reagan Misfit, owned by Mike and Julie Hemp. Seventh place went to 54, Baker's Fashion Applause, owned by Macy Baker. Eighth place went to number 47, Old and Lazy, ACC Mic Drop, exhibited by Blake Greeway. Ninth place went to number 65, Coppenbarger King Sire Trinity, owned by Dustin Coppenbarger. And your 10th place award went to number 59, Palmyra Ringer B. Ryland, exhibited by Lisa Gibson. Milk and Yearling class winner receives the Henry P. Knoll Family Trophy, presented by the family of Henry Knoll from Sandia, Texas. Summer Junior 2-year-old jerseys are about ready to come into the ring. Junior 2-year-old cows for the Jersey breed, you need to be making your way to the makeup ring now. Our milk and yearlings for the Jersey, our judges have lined them up. They're going to begin with their winner to be number 380, Intense Video Shelby, owned by Mortimer Jerseys of Smithville, Utah. And the second spot will be number 389, Heath's Grandiose Winnie, exhibited by Frank and Carol Borba and by Kiteling Corps.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful class of milk and yearlings all the way down the line. We got beautiful udders, and we got a lot of cows in this class. We got various stages of lactation. We got cows that are just a couple weeks fresh to cows that have been milking 5 or 6 months. But we got a pair that come to the top. This cow on top, we give her the advantage just in her overall balance, in her frame, her length, the fore-udder, quality of udder. She's the best udder cow in the class here. And just if you want to nitpick and you want to split hairs between the first two, I like the way the head and neck just come out of her shoulder a little nicer than the second place cow, but take nothing away from the beautiful dariness of the second cow. You admire height and width of the rear udder. Second cow, you just give her the advantage over the third cow, just a little more cow. A little more cow, a little more quality look to her udder than the third place cow, but this third cow, she's not the biggest cow in the class, but you love the balance. She's a no holes kind of cow. She's got beautiful balance. You appreciate her openness, her rib, her depth of rib right from fore to rear udder. You appreciate the length of her fore udder, the height of her rear udder. So that overall openness and dariness gives a slight advantage over the cow here in fourth. The cow in fourth and fifth for us, they just type together so nicely. We give the fourth cow the advantage over the fifth cow, just a little more bloom in the rear udder, a little more height and width the rear udder. And it's the way these two blend together to give the advantage following out here in sixth place. I really admire the way the udder, the mammary system is coming on the sixth place cow. For a cow that's just fresh 30 days to go any higher here today with what's above her, I'd like to see her open up in her fore rib just to go any higher. But it's the height and width of rear udder, just the way it is right at the top, that gives the advantage of the cow coming out here following behind. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge. And results now again for the milking yearling class. Your first place winner was number 380, Intense Video Shelby, exhibited by Mortimer Jerseys. That was also first place on the others. Second place went to 389, Heath Grandius Winnie, exhibited by Frank and Carol Borba, and Frank and Diane Borba, and Kitely and Core. That was second place on the other. Third place went to 369, Impression Misty, owned by Caroline Aerosmith from Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania. Fourth place, number 390, Cash In Kid Rock She Daisy, exhibited by Cash In Jerseys, Tulare, California. Fifth place went to 381, Vieira's Kid Rock Sable, owned by Moretti Dairy, Tillamook, Oregon. Sixth place to 366, Pacific Edge Joel Desperado, owned by Cara Hale and Joe and Sarah Roca.
Where's seventh place at?
Seventh place went to 357, Kleindale Andreas Chloe, exhibited by Jacob Klein. Eighth place, 367, Big Guns Colton Venture, exhibited by Madison Fisher and Ben and Sarah Kronberg. Ninth place, 335, Rivendell Colton VIV Babe, exhibited by William and Megan Grammer from Helena, Ohio. 10th place, number 377, Bajan Vale Allison Parker, exhibited by Boss Dairy of Lovington, New Mexico. The Jordan Group from Chicago, Illinois provides a sponsorship for the summer junior 2-year-old class today. Representative of the Jordan Group, make your way down to the Jersey ring for the class sponsorship presentation. Again, our thanks to the Jordan Group, Chicago, Illinois. Junior 2-year-olds for the Jersey breed, make your way down to the makeup ring. Spring yearlings for your Southern National Ayrshire show should be in the makeup ring. Spring yearlings, your class will be in shortly. The All-American Jersey Show and CMX once again will be recognizing the heifer or cow with the highest genomic GJPI in her individual class with the black and cash award. The top individuals will then compete for the titles of the GJPI Junior Champion Heifer and GJPI Grand Champion Cow. Thank you to CMEX for presenting a cash award to the recipients in each class. Other awards for today's All-American Jersey Show: sash ribbons for the best animal bred and owned by exhibitor in all classes. That's presented by Ratliff Jerseys of Garnet, Kansas. In your Southern National Ayrshire Show, and the lineup in the first spot will be entry number 75, Old Bankston, AL Wide Open ET, exhibited by Carter Major. Standing in the second spot is entry number 80, Morning Dew Pred Beyonce, exhibited by Glenn Rada.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this heifer class, these good heifers, they keep coming, and this one came in and she really caught my eye. This heifer really can move. She's like silk. She's got a great locomotion, but she's really clean right through her head, right through the spine. What a spine on, and the width of this heifer is just, it's not until you get behind this heifer you actually know how wide she is, and she really is wide right through those thurls. And it's this little things over the second heifer, who was a very close heifer. But she's a little tighter up through the top. She's a little harder through her top line, the first heifer, than the second heifer. And she just locomotes slightly better on her hind legs than the second. Second over third, she's a little cleaner through her neck, cleaner through her spine over this real dairy heifer in third. Heifer in third for me. She's just moving a little freer and through her hind legs today, a little cleaner in her bone quality. Take nothing away from this fourth heifer. What a great big heifer this is, and she's beautiful through her spine, opening her rib, and it's this depth of rib and openness of rib that gets her over this dairy heifer in fifth. Fifth over six, a very tight placing. But for me, she's a little harder through her top. She's a little more correct through her rump angle than this real big heifer in sixth. Thank you.
Entry 83, Spring Yearling Ayrshire. Entry 83. You need to be at the ring gate now. Spring Yearling class is sponsored by Ben Air Farm. Continuing to your placings for the Summer Yearling Ayrshire's third place was to number 74, Classic Mimosa Mai Tai, owned by Patrick Gorley. Fourth place, number 77, MJH Parker Tatum, exhibited by Mike and Julie Hemp. Fifth place went to number 76, Glenmar Dale King's Wish, exhibited by Mark Brown. Sixth place, number 72, MJH Roth Reagan Ray, presented by Mike and Julie Hemp. Seventh place, number 78, Old Bankston A.L. Meadow, owned by Sarah Shackelford. Eighth place, number 71, Cimarron Valley BK Memory, exhibited by Mackenzie Stanford. Ninth place, number 68, Stellar Reagan Daphne, owned by Larry Johns. And 10th place, number 69, Baker's Fashion Tuxedo Aruba, owned by Macy Baker. The The All-American Jersey Show, of course, is a championship show. The first place animal in each class is designated by the American Jersey Cattle Association as the All-American of its age group for 2022. Second place animal earns that reserve All-American recognition. Custom designed sashes for these designations will be presented to the owners of these animals throughout our show today. These winners will be recognized over the next 2 months in the Digital Jersey Journal, the official publication of the American Jersey Cattle Association and National All Jersey Incorporated. Winter yearling Ayrshires, they need you in the makeup ring now. Spring yearlings already in the ring. We're looking for 3 winter yearlings for the Southern National Ayrshire Show. You're needed in the makeup ring right now. Entries 90 and 91 for the Ayrshire Winter Yearling. They need you in the makeup ring right now. Entries 90 and 91. Your class will soon be in the ring. Our spring yearling class for the Southern Ayrshire Show is moving into the lineup. So if you're in the winter yearling class, and you're not in the makeup ring now, you need to be in high gear making your way down to the gate. Fall yearlings not in milk. Ayrshire breed need to be in the makeup ring as well. In our spring yearling lineup, our judge has placed at the top of the group number 85, Kinland Kingsire Alice, exhibited by Ryan Weigel. In the second spot is number 83, Cimarron Valley R. Marcy, and being exhibited by Mackenzie Stanford.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this heifer class, two very close heifers at the top, but I just swapped them around when I got in the provisional lineup. This first heifer just stands in a little better when she stood up. She just handles her hind legs a little more precisely and when stood, and also when she's moving. And this is where the advantage she got over this expansive heifer in a second. Just that way that she tracks and the bone quality down the hind leg. Second over third for me, she's just got a little more je ne sais quoi. She just shows herself a little better. She's just got that a little better through the head, neck and shoulder area, and especially behind the shoulders over this real big, expansive brown heifer in third. Third over fourth, just the openness of rib, depth of rib, getting the power gets her over this fourth heifer. Fourth heifer taking nothing away to a real nice dairy heifer, and she's just more correct behind the shoulders and a little more correct in the way that she walks out. And then the fifth over the sixth, just she's a little deeper, a little longer through her rib, and just a little better right the way through her rump, and especially the rear rump structure. Thank you.
Winter yearlings coming into the ring now. That class sponsored by the Lawless Dairy. Continue with the placings for your spring yearling class for the Ayrshire Show. Third place goes to number 87, Bow Village Tuxedo Delia, presented by Macy Baker. Fourth place, number 84, Old and Lazy Gentle Winnie, owned by Georgia Hazelwood. Fifth place went to number 82, CC Reagan Tipsy, exhibited by Courtney Charlesworth. Sixth place went to number 86, Top Glen Kingsire Wasabi, exhibited by Addison Major. Winter yearling Ayrshire's in the ring. Again, the class sponsored by the Lawless Dairy. Fall yearlings not in milk should be back in the makeup ring. And your first and second place winners should be getting ready to get lined up for your junior champion parade. Ayrshire, fall yearly not in milk. We need entry 96, 97, and 103 in the makeup ring, please. That's a fall yearly not in milk for the Ayrshires, 96, 97, and 103. Those entries need to be in the makeup ring now. Hurry along. Small class in front of you. For you fans in the stands on the Jersey side, we have some corrected copies of the program that are bringing your way. And again, we apologize for the mistakes there. Trying to use a new system and new personnel, and just lots of problems with putting together the entry program sheets. We apologize for that. But we are getting you updated copies for the Jersey ring. Heading that way now. Our winter yearling class for your Southern National Ayrshire show is sponsored by the Lawless Dairy. And our judges lined up his first place winner to be number 94, Rydell Bingo Sugar, exhibited by Hayden Reichert. And in the second spot, number 91, Halls V Lane Remsburg Schuyler, exhibited by Gene Hall. In third spot, number 90, Old Bankston Be No Fear, exhibited by Brady Nolan. Judge?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just three in this class, but these two first heifers, two great expansive heifers, real good, some power, and they've got some great futures in front of them. Well, I let off for this first heifer for me. She's a little harder through her top. She's a little cleaner down through the thigh and through the hock, and just tracks a little better than this big heifer in second. Big heifer in second, you've got to admire the length, the width, the depth of this heifer, and it's that length, depth, and width that really gets her over this silky dairy heifer in third. Take nothing from now, even the heifer in third. She's deep, she's open, she's got a great future. Thank you.
Into the ring now for your Southern National Ayrshire show is a fall yearling not in milk class. And this class is sponsored by Neil and Lisa Smith. First and second place winners need to be lining up in the makeup ring now for the Ayrshire breed for your junior champion and reserve junior champion selection. After our junior champion and reserve are selected, the class after that would be the Ayrshire Exhibitors Herd. Oh, excuse me, there is a junior best 3. So after junior champion, junior best 3, and then after that will be our Ayrshire Exhibitors Herd. The Jordan Group from Chicago, Illinois provides a sponsorship for the summer junior 2-year-old class. The representative is here. If you'll come down to the trophy table to assist with the presentation, we would appreciate that. Jersey Junior 2s, 2-year-olds, juniors for Jersey. You need to be in the makeup ring right now, ready to come in for the class.
It's getting a little rowdy down there.
In Class 15, our judges have their lineup. That's the summer junior 2-year-old competition. Standing in the first spot is number 410, Pacific Edge VIP Escort, exhibited by the R&R Dairy of Tillamook, Oregon. In the second spot, number 394, Makers Gentry Area, exhibited by Kilgus Dairy from Fairbury, Illinois.
our summer junior 2 class, a nice class of cows all the way down the line. And we got 2 cows, a similar style that come to the top, and we give the advantage to the first cow, just a little more total cow. She's a little longer in her frame, just a little more upstanding cow. Just give her that advantage over the beautiful cow that comes out here in second. The cow in second to go any higher today, maybe just a little more pop right at the top of the rear udder, just to carry it just a little bit higher to go above the first place cow. But it's that cleanness and the way the second place cow moves around the ring. She's just a little freer moving than the cow that comes out in third, the recently fresh cow in third here. She's only fresh 40 days. Cow I'd like to see with a little more time, but you admire her strength all the way through in her frame and the height and width of rear udder and that depth of crease on the third cow. And it's that overall size and scale, that openness that gives the advantage over the cow coming out in fourth place. The cow in fourth, you appreciate the balance on the cow, the length through. She's got a long, clean frame. It's her cleanness throughout that gives the advantage over the cow that follows out behind her here in fifth place, maybe just a little snugger about the fore udder than the fifth place cow. And the fifth over the sixth, 2 cows that type together quite nicely, just a little more, maybe just like the way that fifth place cow just handles her udder on the move, particularly through the fore udder, a little more quality through the fore udder than the cow that types in behind her in sixth place. Congratulations.
Coming into the ring now for our Jersey All-American Show is the junior 2-year-old class, sponsored by Mayfield Farms and Nursery of Athens, Tennessee. Continuing now with the placings for your summer junior 2-year-old class. First place 410 was also first place on udder, and your second place winner, 394, was second place on udder. Third place 418, Sarah Scent VIP Skittles, exhibited by Olivia Finke from London, Ohio. Fourth place went to Kilgus Fizz Deborah, owned by the Kilgus Dairy, Fairbury, Illinois. Fifth place went to 397, Kilgus Victorious Candy, exhibited by Bo Pheasant, Martinsburg, Pennsylvania. Sixth place 421, Jimmy Gentry Critter, exhibited by William Grammer and Megan Grammer of Helena, Ohio. Seventh place, 414, Discovery's Fireman, Georgia, exhibited by Lisa Dimmer, Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Eighth place to 419, DKG, Applejack, Kelsey, exhibited by Clark Morgan and Grant Cope, Urbana, Ohio. Ninth place, 423, Pacific Edge Joel, Charisma, exhibited by Brent Roja, Tillamook, Oregon. 10th place, 406, Blackview Engineer Frisky, exhibited by Amber Black and Jay Ackley from Howard City, Michigan. In our fall yearly knotted milk Ayrshire class, standing in that first spot, our judges picked it to be number 97, Deer Hill Kingsire Flash She-Jet, exhibited by Beverly Donovan. In the second spot, number 101, Joe Mill Burdette Calypso, exhibited by Taylor Heater. Judge Timbrell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a super class of heifers. And led off with these first 2 heifers, very similarly built heifers. But just for me, this heifer that's gone off in first, she's just a little cleaner, a little longer through her neck. She's a little more open and just tracks a little better on her hind legs than this big, expansive heifer in second. This heifer in second, I'm sure she's got a big future as well. She's a real open-ribbed heifer, and she's cleaner up through the shoulders, and she's cleaner through the spine than this big, expansive heifer in third. And she's also a little cleaner down through her thigh than this heifer in third. Heifer in third, you've got to admire the width and the power and the strength of this heifer. And it's the overall strength and power she gets over this fourth heifer. She's a little wider in the rump as well. She's a little cleaner down through the hocks than this heifer in fourth. Heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. She's deeper, she's longer, she's wider through the rib. She's a little wider through her rump also over this real dairy heifer in fifth. The heifer in fifth, when she parades, she really is silk. She just holds herself together a little better than the sixth heifer. Thank you very much.
Now, the rest of your placings for the Fall Yearly Knotted Milk for the Ayrshire Show. Third place to number 103, DAR Sagwani NAILE, exhibited by Mackenzie Alexander. Fourth place, number 96, Emerald Farms Cherokee Merle, exhibited by Corey and Cody Jodry. In the fifth spot, number 99, Vale's Pride King Rip, exhibited by Carter Major. Sixth place to number 100, Nana Pride Pinnell, exhibited by Larry Johns. We greatly appreciate the folks from Dairy Agenda today and from Cosmopolitan for being here for North American Dairy Show. They've done a great job, lots of great pictures and stories up online. We appreciate them being here and the great publicity they have given all of our shows here to North American International Livestock Expo Dairy Show. So thanks to Cosmopolitan and Dairy Agenda today. We'd like to have a representative from Mayfield Farms and Nursery to come down to the trophy table for the presentation of the awards for our junior 2-year-old class. Senior 2-year-old jerseys need to be in the makeup ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is my championship lineup. I've pulled 6 animals out because I feel they are all worthy of recognition. My whole championship lineup, I was really happy when I walked down behind them, what quality, what depth that the American Ayrshire Association has at their disposal. At this time, I'd really like to thank the breeders for allowing me to judge their animals and traveling quite long in distances. In the UK, if we travel 2 hours, we think we've traveled a long way, but some of you guys have traveled 6, 16, and may even be more, and I thank you very much. When I first had the invitation to judge here in 2020 and COVID came out and I wasn't able to travel, I thought this may have passed me by. But I was glad it's not, because this is just a culmination of many years of hoping to get this side of the water to judge such great animals, and all I can say, it's been an absolute privilege. I thank you very much for bringing such great animals in front of me, and I will be taking back to the UK what strength and depth you have here in the breed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank my stewards as well, because without those today, I couldn't have done this job. I'd like to thank Becky Payne, because she's the undisputed female of the year as far as I'm concerned. She organised all my trip, she did everything, and she is an absolute wonder, and the American Association should feel very proud to have such a lady working for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and tap out my champion in a minute. Before that, though, I'm going to go through these calves. Number 14 is my spring calf, and what a calf this was when she came into the first class. She really oozes appeal to me. She's got long neck, clean, open ribs, and she's just a beautifully put together calf with a big future. My next calf, number 30, a winter calf. For me, she's a lovely open rib calf, dairy, long. She's just what I want to see in a young calf at that age. And then we go to my 2 fall calves, my first and second. Really, really beautiful quality calves, right from the tip of their nose to the end of their tails, 2 very close placing. And then we go to the summer yearling. What a calf this is, width, depth. She's got everything you want to see in a quality animal of that size. And then I go for my fall yearling. Really open, beautiful legs, really clean down through there. I'd like to think that all 6 of these animals are cut from the same mold. And one thing, I don't think my 23 kilos on my bag of my suitcase could get all these 6 calves in, but I'd love to take them all home with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and tap my champion, my reserve, and my honourable mention. Thank you very much.
Your Junior Champion Awards provided by JSB Acres. Reserve Junior Champion Award provided by Stellar Genetics.
Ladies and gentlemen, these 3, my champion, my reserve, my honourable mention, are just 3 great calves. I've had the privilege of judging all around the world, and I've judged calves all around the world as well. And I can tell you now, I have never seen 3 calves as structured as well as these 3. They really have got everything I want to see. The length of neck, that openness of rib, that beautiful flanks on them, and they really do track. And it's just his first heifer for me. She's just a little wider through the rump, and just probably a little bit put together a little over the rump better than my reserve. Take nothing away from the reserve and the honourable mention. Two very close heifers in the class, and I kept them together today. This is just quality, oozing right through. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And now ready for the Junior Best 3. Junior Best 3, let's be leading in to show for your Southern National Ayrshire show. Junior Best 3, please. Following that will be the Ayrshire Exhibitors Herd. So it's complete now. We have our Junior Champion Award for the Southern National Ayrshire Show. Junior Champion will be number 75 from the summer yearling class, Old Bankston AL Wide Open, owned by Lindley and Carter Major. The reserve from the fall calf class, number 56, Lazy M King Sire Exilis, exhibited by Glamour View Dairy. Honorable mention, number 50, where's it at? The honorable mention was number 50, Shocking Burdette Apple, exhibited by Shocking Genetics. Last call for Junior Best 3. Last call for Junior Best 3. Next will be the Ayrshire Exhibitors Herd. Starting to line up our junior 2-year-old class on our Jersey All-American show. Any exhibitors for the senior 2-year-old class that are not in the makeup ring, you need to make your way down there now. Call into the makeup, senior 2-year-old jerseys. Mayfield Farms and Nursery providing the sponsorship for the junior 2-year-old class. If anyone is here would like to come down on their behalf to make the presentation of the awards, come on down to the trophy table. Junior Best 3 class won by the Heater family. Now setting up for the Ayrshire Herd. Ayrshire Herd. The Exhibitors Herd, consisting of 5 females, all owned by the exhibitor. 2 females over 2 years of age that have calved, 2 under 2 years of age, and 1 of any age. Must be bred by the exhibitor. Ayrshire Exhibitors herd is won by the Gene Hall family. Your premier breeder and your premier exhibitor for the Southern National Ayrshire Show, that'll be the Klein family. So representatives from the Klein family, please come down to the trophy table to pick up your awards. The Ayrshire Herdsman Award. Well, our crew has selected the Ayrshire Herdsman Award to go to Macy and Casey Baker from Huntington, Indiana. So the Bakers will make their way down to the trophy table for their award. Once again, want to salute, I'm going to call them our celebrities, our fine young ladies represented in the Queen Contest. It's our 2022 National Jersey Queen in the court. They were introduced yesterday, and just want to give a little bit more recognition to them today. Your National Jersey Queen is Jacqueline Mudd of West Lafayette, Indiana. So, Jacqueline, if you'll wave at the crowd so they'll know which one of our young ladies, Jacqueline Mudd, our Jersey Queen. First alternate in her Jersey Royal Court, Miss Allie Bowman of Glencoe, Oklahoma. So, Allie, if you'll wave to the crowd. And the second alternate for the Queen, Lydia Chittenden from New York. So, Lydia, if you'll wave to the crowd. Well, they're going to represent all the young folks and all of you breeders very, very well as your Jersey Queen and the court. So, let's give them a nice big round of applause. Congratulations, ladies. Job well done. Again, our class is lining up in front of that senior 2-year-old class. The juniors are lining up. So, again, we need for you to make your way down to the makeup ring. We're still missing a few for the senior 2-year-old Jersey class. This is your last call. Judges have lined up their junior 2-year-old class, and standing there in that top spot is number 454, SSF Casino Brie. Exhibited by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. That's also your best udder in the class. Second place and second on the udder, number 459, Pacific Edge Gentry Zelda, exhibited by Brett Rocha from Tillamook, Oregon.